Hi, hello, welcome friends. Today we are going to watch Scandal Makers, a Korean movie released in 2008. It's a comedy with deep sentiment. Now, let's dive into the movie. The story begins with the hero waking up in his spotless house. Nam Hyun-soo, nicknamed Mr. Perfect, he maintains a neat and disciplined lifestyle. After his morning routine, he gets ready for work. The hero is an FFM radio jockey, hosting a show where callers share their life stories. While talking to one caller, another girl dials in, causing a stir in the station. Her name, Hong Jung-nam. A 22-year-old single mother and regular writer to his program appears on the screen, leaving the hero startled. He recognizes her as someone who has previously sent letters but never called in. Engaging in conversation, he asks about her journey, and she reveals that she is on her way to meet her father for the first time. Unsure if she should go, she seeks his opinion. The hero encourages her to meet her father, reassuring her that it's the right decision. Before hanging up, she leaves an unexpected message: "My son sleepwalks at night. Don't be afraid of him." As the call ends, the hero invites her to participate in an upcoming singing competition, reminding her of her love for singing. The show concludes, leaving the hero with lingering thoughts. A reporter, known for spreading scandals and ruining careers, visits the FM station. The hero cautiously interacts with him. Later at home, the hero prepares for a romantic evening with his lover, setting up the house beautifully. As he eagerly awaits her, the doorbell rings. Excited, he greets his lover with open arms, only to realize that instead of his lover, a young woman and a child are standing there. The woman reveals that she was the caller from the FM station earlier that day. Confused, the hero asks why she isn't meeting her father. She shockingly responds that she has, implying he is her father. The hero is dumbfounded as he recalls a past relationship from when he was just 13, 14 years old. He had no idea a daughter existed, and now, at 30, he is faced with a 20-year-old daughter, Jung-nam, and her 6-year-old son. To his horror, the boy calls him grandpa with affection, leaving the hero in shock. Meanwhile, the hero's lover arrives outside. Desperate to hide the situation, he locks Jung-nam and her son in a room before inviting lover inside. However, as he struggles to keep the secret, Jung-nam manages to sneak into the bathroom unnoticed. Overwhelmed, the hero abruptly breaks up with lover and sends her away. Later, he sits down to talk with his supposed daughter and grandson. Skeptical, he insists that he was too young to father a child back then. However, Jung-nam threatens to expose a scandal to the media, forcing him to let them stay. That night, the hero is startled awake by a strange noise. He discovers that the boy sleepwalks, resembling a ghostly figure. Frightened, the hero complains about how the child is tormenting him. The next morning, the house is a mess. The once pristine home is now chaotic, with clothes strewn everywhere and a destroyed TV. Determined to prove he isn't Jung-nam's father, the hero tries to argue that their facial features don't match. However, both Jung-nam and her son demonstrate identical smiles, making his case weaker. Still unconvinced, he decides to take a DNA test with the help of his veterinarian friend. The doctor, amused by the situation, teases the hero about having both a daughter and a grandson as age. The hero anxiously waits as the doctor informs him that the results will take 10 days. The hero has no choice but to keep Jung-nam and her son at his house for 10 days while waiting for the DNA test results. When the results finally arrive, he is shocked. Jung-nam is indeed his daughter. There is no escaping the truth now. Frustrated, he goes to work the next day, but his troubles continue. Since Jung-nam had previously sent letters about her life to the FM station, she had gained a large fan following. However, she has not sent a letter in a while, causing a drop in listeners. The station manager insists on bringing her in for an interview to revive interest. The hero panics. If Jung-nam is interviewed, she will have to reveal her father's name, which would expose him. Desperate to prevent this, he decides to write letters himself, pretending to be her. Instead of writing about her actual experiences, he twists the story, making it seem like she is living happily with her father. He then sends these letters to the station and they are read on air. Feeling successful in his deception, the hero is relieved. However, a new problem arises. Earlier, the hero had encouraged Jung-nam to participate in an upcoming singing competition at the FM station. Now, the auditions are about to take place, and Jung-nam arrives to participate. The hero is terrified when he sees Jung-nam at the audition, thinking that the trouble she causes at home is already too much. Now she has come to trouble him at work too. Contestants perform one by one, and finally it is Jung-nam's turn. She stands on stage in silence, not singing. The hero is relieved, believing she will embarrass herself and leave. He starts humiliating her. saying she won't be able to sing and the show should just move on. But suddenly, Jungnam picks up a guitar and starts singing. Her voice and expressions perfectly imitate legendary singer. The entire fem station is stunned by her talent. The hero, too, is in complete shock. He never expected such a gift from her. The audition ends and Jungnam is selected to move forward in the competition. Back home, the hero desperately tries to convince Jungnam not to participate. He warns her that if she wins, reporters will ask about her father and she will have to reveal his name, which will destroy his image. But Jungnam refuses to back down. She argues that she never got what she wanted as a child, but now she finally has a chance to achieve her dream. She insists on continuing in the competition, determined to sing no matter what. Jungnam leaves, determined to pursue her singing talent. The hero, realizing her potential, decides not to stop her. However, this creates a new problem. The little boy, her son, is left alone. The hero decides to enroll him in a play school, but there's another issue. The little boy keeps calling the hero grandpa. If people hear this, the hero's reputation will be ruined. To prevent this, he creates a fake family tree. According to this fake story, the family has a grandfather with 3 sons. The hero claims to be the son of the middle one, while Jungnam is supposedly the daughter of the 3rd son. This way, he makes it seem like Jungnam is not his daughter, but his niece. Now, the little boy is admitted to school, but to the hero's dismay, the boy is extremely sharp, smarter than all of them. As soon as he enters the classroom, he starts behaving worse. He develops a crush on an older woman, staring at her like she's his long-lost love. The hero, watching this unfold, is horrified. His reputation is already at risk, and now he fears this little troublemaker might completely ruin his life. He starts to think this kid isn't normal. He might just be a little monster in disguise. The little boy continues to cause trouble, even looking at the school principal as if they are the same age. At the same time, the boy is staring at a little girl, while the hero finds himself awkwardly staring at the principal. The principal, noticing the hero lingering, questions why he's still there after enrolling the boy. She dismisses him, sending him away. Back home, the hero, his daughter Jungnam, and the little boy begin to settle into an unexpected routine. Over time, the hero starts to forget his initial reluctance and genuinely embraces them as his own family. Days pass like this, and he unknowingly starts caring for them deeply. One day, when the hero visits the little boy at school, the principal calls him aside. She tells him that while the boy enjoys playing and even likes a girl in his class, other kids are excluding him because of his cheap-looking clothes. Feeling guilty for not paying attention to this, the hero goes to the classroom. He sees all the kids playing together, except for the little boy who sits alone. Realizing his mistake, the hero decides to make things right. He takes both the little boy and Jungnam to a shopping mall, buying them expensive, stylish clothes. Now, dressed in brand new outfits, they no longer look out of place. The little boy, once left out, now has a better chance of fitting in. Now, with their stylish new look, Jungnam and the little boy confidently go about their lives. The little boy, now well-dressed, impresses everyone at school, while Jungnam continues to make a name for herself at the FM station. After finishing her performance at the station, a photographer approaches Jungnam. He greets her warmly, saying it's been 6 years since they last met. He mentions that he saw her live performance on YouTube, which led him to find her. Jungnam and the little boy look at him with longing, and later that night, she goes out to dinner with the photographer. During dinner, he asks why she suddenly started singing. Noting that she never mentioned this talent before, Jungnam responds that she performed for him, hoping that if he saw her performance, he would finally come to meet her. This sparks a romantic connection between them. Meanwhile, the hero visits the little boy's school, hoping to see the principal. She calls him aside and asks, "Your own son has such a talent. Why didn't you tell me?" The hero, completely clueless, is stunned. Talent? He has talent. He can't believe what he's hearing. The principal then calls the little boy into the room. The little boy sits in front of a piano to showcase his talent. As the hero watches curiously, the boy places his fingers on the keys and begins to play. His fingers move effortlessly left to right, top to bottom, producing beautiful music. The hero is stunned, frozen in place as if has been hit with a realization. Everyone in the school gathers to listen, mesmerized by the boy's skill. The music spreads through the school, astonishing everyone. The hero is overwhelmed with surprise and pride. When the little boy finishes playing, the entire school praises him. The hero, too, joins in, Amazed at his grandson's extraordinary talent, back home, the little boy tells the hero, "Look, I'm doing so much for you and my mom. Will you help me with something?" The hero, always scheming, sees an opportunity. He admits he has a crush on the principal and asks the little boy to gather information: what she likes, who she talks to, and what she does. He jokingly calls the little boy his sleeper cell and sends him to school to interact with the principal. To get closer to her, the hero even enrolls the boy in piano classes, hoping it will create more chances to meet the principal. One day, when the hero goes to pick up the little boy from his piano class, he finds him completely exhausted. The little boy tells the hero that the principal is at his house with his mother. The hero is confused and starts blabbering. "Is it true? Are you tired?" the little boy asks, putting on an act. "I'm working hard for you. Just say yes," he signals, nudging the hero to go along with it. Seeing this, the principal suggests, "Let's go out for dinner while he sleeps." The little boy had already given the hero all the details: what the principal likes, her favorite foods, and how to impress her. The hero follows the plan, ordering everything she likes, making her pleasantly surprised and a little suspicious. "Now tell me," the principal says, "if you wanted to know what I like, you could have asked me directly. Why go through the little boy?" The little boy smirks at the hero as if to say, "She figured it out." The hero, caught off guard, quickly tries to handle the situation. "Wait, I will dedicate a song for you," he says. Grabbing a guitar from the hotel, he starts singing, hoping to impress the principal. The hero's singing talent explains where the girl and the little boy got their musical abilities. Meanwhile, the photographer, having grown close to the girl, finally proposes to her. She doesn't immediately accept, but he reassures her, "It's okay. I just wanted to say it. Now I can sleep peacefully tonight." After he leaves, the girl returns to the hero's house. However, the photographer secretly follows her, watching from a distance. He snaps a picture of her as she enters. Inside, the hero and the girl, who are father and daughter, talk privately. Only they know their true relationship. Seeing this, the photographer misunderstands. He assumes the girl he loves is involved with someone else. Heartbroken, he processes his thoughts. The next day, he sits in his studio, staring at the photograph of the hero and the girl together. The image unsettles him, and he struggles to look at it any longer. The photographer leaves his laptop open, displaying the photos of the hero and the girl where he steps away. Meanwhile, a couple enters the studio for a photo session. Unexpectedly, the reporter from earlier, who had been investigating, happens to be nearby. His attention is caught by the images on the laptop. He spots the photo of the hero and the girl together and smirks, realizing he has uncovered something significant. That night, the photographer confronts the girl, holding his camera. He questions her directly, "What is your relationship with the hero?" The girl hesitates. She can't reveal the truth that the hero is her father because she knows it would upset him. She tries to stall, asking the photographer to wait. But he doesn't want to hear excuses. "The hero is more important to you than me," he says bitterly. "You can't even tell me the truth about him. You betrayed me." The photographer, furious, threatens to give all the photos to the reporter. In desperation, the girl grabs his camera and smashes it to the ground. However, the photographer retrieves the memory card before leaving. The next day at the office, the reporter confronts the hero's manager. "Do you and the girl have an affair? What is happening? Should our channel have respect?" he demands. The reporter insists that the girl must not participate in the competition anymore. The manager agrees. The hero returns home, sitting outside the girl's room. Instead of revealing what the manager said, he questions her. "If you win the competition, you will have to reveal who your father is. You will have to say my name. It's a shame for me." Inside her room, the girl sits in silence, heartbroken. She clutches the memory card she took from the photographer. She cries her father doesn't understand her, and she has fought with the boy she loves. Meanwhile, the reporter continues to pressure her. Overwhelmed, the girl feels helpless. The next day, the photographer, now drunk, follows her and waits outside her apartment. The drunk photographer confronts the girl, saying, "I decided to give you a life. Leave the hero and come with me. If he creates a problem, I will break his face." Unbeknownst to them, the hero witnesses this conversation from a distance. Instead of intervening, he silently walks away and returns home. Shortly after, the girl also arrives home, only to find the hero waiting for her angry. She snaps, "I ruined your mother's life when I was a kid." Now you're here to ruin my life? What do you want? I have money. I will give you as much as you want. Just leave me alone." Furious, the hero yells back, "Do you think I came here to ruin your life? Do you think I wanted this? I grew up without a father. Everyone around me had a father's love I never did. That's why I came to you." The girl, her voice shaking, retorts, "Did I ask you to give birth to me? You gave birth to me, and now you're rejecting me." Overcome with emotion, the hero shouts, "I gave birth to you without knowing, and now I'm angry at you." The next day, the girl remains furious. After such a confrontation, how could she not be? A girl refuses to take any more death money and promises to stay silent. She is left alone at home, which is now in disarray, and she has no idea where her family is. Meanwhile, the hero, unaware of his mistake, sits in sadness. The heroine leaves home and starts working as a hotel waiter. A boy in the hotel dances all day and listens to the hero's FM show while eating in the evening. During the show, the hero reads a letter he wrote about an argument with his father. His father told him to leave, so he left, but now he wants to return. The FM listeners react, saying his father might have spoken in anger and that he should go back because his father is likely looking for him. The hero's words help the girl understand his feelings. She then calls the M station, and the hero answers. She acknowledges his advice, but reveals that her father never liked her. The girl believes her father sees her as a problem and decides never to return to him. The hero gently suggests that, even if she won't go back, she should at least pursue her childhood dream of becoming a singer by entering a song contest. Before he can say more, she hangs up. On the day of the competition, everyone waits for her arrival. At the right moment, she arrives with the boy and stands in front of the hero. They exchange glances, silently acknowledging each other. The girl calls the boy, and the hero encourages her to rehearse. Before the competition begins, all the participants prepare. She practices her song in front of the judges, completing her rehearsal successfully. Next, it was time to prepare for the competition. Before getting ready, the girl who had made the boy sit on the chair was still there. She told him she was going to get ready and left him alone. After she left, someone else sat beside the boy, but we couldn't tell who it was. A little while later, the girl returned from the room, but the boy who had been sitting on the chair was gone. Imagine how a mother would feel if her son were missing. She searched everywhere for him. Her only support was the hero. She went to him, but by that time, everyone was in the stadium for the competition. The hero was preparing for his anchoring job when, unexpectedly, the girl approached him on stage. In the midst of the crowd, forgetting her father, she called the hero father. The reporter smiled. While the girl was crying, the hero remained silent. The bouncer came and held her daughter and took her from the stage while she is still crying for help. While the hero started to talk, he notices his grandson's toy beside him and stopped talking. Instead, he asks for help to search for the missing child. The hero cannot watch the bouncer taking his daughter outside. He ran towards her, pushed the bouncer aside, and took her daughter along with him when all the crowds are watching them. The hero and his daughter went to the police station carrying a report that her young child was missing. The principal arrived at the police station and convinced them that the search system is good and they will find the kids soon. The daughter's boyfriend arrived, mistaking the child as Hero, started to argue with him. The daughter revealed the truth that her boyfriend is the boy's father. Hero and the boyfriend both were shocked. The hero got angry and started to hit her boyfriend. Meanwhile, the reporter, who was secretly filming everything, captured it all. Amid the chaos, they found the little boy who is still in the stadium. He hadn't gone anywhere. The reporter continued filming, documenting the whole situation. With the truth about the hero exposed, they arranged a press conference to explain the situation. As the conference began, the reporter, who had played a role in everything, smiled and tried to leave the room. When he opened the door, another person who got affected by the reported exposing his scandal came and hit him hardly. The media turned towards them, avoiding the hero, and the fight became the sensational news. Forgetting about the hero when the reporter saw him, all the reporters who had come to interview the hero turned their attention to the scene of the incident. No one noticed the hero. If a problem arises here, the focus will be on it. If something bigger happens elsewhere, they will shift their attention there. That's how they think. But if they keep thinking like this, We can't live our lives to the fullest. The hero understood this. Afterward, he called the principal, struggling to confess the truth. The principal asked, "If I marry you now, will I become a grandmother?" The two of them indirectly proposed to each other. The hero's daughter and grandson began living happily. Everything eventually worked out. Finally, the hero's family attended a function where they performed together. The hero played the guitar, the girl sang a song, and the boy played the piano. The daughter's boyfriend saw their performance and asked for forgiveness and got united. Everyone was happy. The movie ends with a happy ending. I hope you liked this movie. I will meet you in the next movie. If you liked this video, like it, don't forget to tell me in the comments. Thank you. Bye.